Family, family, family. Good evening, good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in this big, beautiful world of ours. Thank you so much for joining me today on my live. I'm hoping that today's episode is a little bit more colorful, have a little bit more fandangles in it that will catch your attention. I am noticing a trend, an upward trend in our missing children. Are we experiencing an uptick in child trafficking? Are we experiencing an uptick in child trafficking? Because in the last 2 months, at least 11 children have gone missing. 11. That is a huge number. We shouldn't even have one or two or even five, but we have 11. 11 children gone missing, disappear off the face of the earth. And nobody has seen them, heard nothing from them. Let me just bring you this here. This first one I want to show you. Look at this beautiful face. Look at this beautiful face. 2-year-old Rashawn English has been missing since June 26. 2 years old. This is from the Jamaica Constabulary Force Bulletin. This child was missing out of his front yard. He was in the front yard with his mom and his sibling. The mom took the younger child round the back to go take care of diaper. He was in the front yard. She thought he was walking behind her to go around the back. When she realized he wasn't there, she calling him. She calling, no answer. She go back around the front yard within a matter of minutes. A matter of minutes. And he was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Where is this baby? Where is this baby? Where is this child? This 2-year-old child. 2-year-old, he doesn't even have a command of the language to speak properly, to tell anybody anything. You as a parent, me remembering my two children when they were 2 years old, we have to be deciphering what they're saying, especially if they're not around older siblings or older children to pick up on language and words. You as a parent have to try to decipher what they're saying. Where's this baby who disappeared into thin air without a trace from his parents' front yard? He was in his he went missing from his parents' front yard in Red Ground District in Old Harbor. Mr. the mom, I know this mother is having sleepless nights and endless days of anguish, not knowing where her baby is. She come back around, me say, from the backyard to the front yard, and the child was gone. The child was in a shirt and pampers. A shirt and a diaper on him behind. She run go around the back to go carry the younger child to go change diaper. He was supposed to be following her. When she called and realized he's not behind her, she go back around the front to go get him. Gone. Up in smoke. They run out the yard. It's not like this child is tall and strong enough to even open the gate of their yard to go walk out in the street. The woman come back around in a matter of minutes to go find her child gone. Run out the gate, nobody see him up or down from the house. What the hell is going on here? And nobody see nothing? It's not like they live uh a jungle or a house deep up some hilly road, you know, disguised or covered over by trees or something from the main road. The woman upon the main road. Red Ground District in a Old Harbor. And the Pitney gone, disappeared. Nobody no know where him they. From June 26, Mr. Jesus have mercy. I can't even imagine. I cannot even begin to imagine the anguish that this mom is going through. Police are asking for, the authorities are asking anyone with information as to the whereabouts of baby Rashawn English to contact the Old Harbor Police. And that number for the Old Harbor Police is 876 203 3659. Yeah, every missing child case should be a priority. And it seemed like police are sit down on their finger to rotted. Just a sit down on it. They'll come out and they'll take a report. Oh yes, missing child, blah blah blah. Oh, next thing you know, oh, if the public have any information on the whereabouts of or know where he is or who have him, please call the police. Won't not sit down on a finger for. I only want the public to come doing a job for on who's getting paid to do the job. Why don't these police departments have detectives that get a case and stay on the case and stay on course until there is a resolution to the case, especially a missing child case like this? Won't I do? Won't I do? Jesus have mercy. Lord have mercy. Father God, please protect this young baby. Bring him back home to his parents. Bring him back home to his parents, Lord. Because I said the child is 2, he can't really talk. And when they find him, and I'm saying when they find him, because I'm not going to say if, I am putting it out in the universe and begging God to protect him. I say, when they find him, he won't be able to tell anybody what happened to him, who took him, or what they did to him. He won't. He won't. He's 2 years old. 2 years old. Mighty God, Lord have mercy. Family, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here, let me say hello to some of my wonderful people around here. Johnny H., thank you, darling, for joining us. I do appreciate your support and thank you for the subscription. Producer Wayne, you did it? Hi, hello. You done getting your vitamin D and eat your mango? You done eat your mango and get your vitamin D intake for the day, sir? I hope you did. And I hope the mango them was good too. Natalia Freeman, sis, thanks for joining. Bless up, bless up. Arlene Forrest. What's going on, sis? Hope all is well. We have Gloria Morris. Good afternoon, darling. Thank you for joining. Appreciate the support. Jason Kane, bro. Up. Jason, what's happening, bro? Hope all is well. Mr. Errol Brown, greetings to you, sir. Thank you for joining. And welcome. Kamar Johnson, what's happening, bro? Good afternoon to you, darling. Brittany L., thank you, my dear. Thank you for joining. Oh, no, we know the government don't care, Brittany. They really don't care, because if they did care, we would have legislation on the books to punish all of these damn wicked, dirty people who thief for people picnic and traffic them all over the place for all kinds of wickedness and nastiness and evilness. Cut out their organs or God give them out of them body for sell on black market or for give some other dirty jankro whose organs are failing. We know government don't care. JC, what's happening, bro? Blessings. Dion Campbell, hey, darling. Thank you for joining. Mr. Jamaican Carlos. Wagwan family. Thanks for hanging in there with me and, the little lessons. Thank you very much, sir. I do appreciate you. You and my producer Wayne there are my helpers, my right hands. What's going on, RJ? Thanks for joining. Hey, Deb, my namesake. Thanks for joining, honey. What's the weather like in Michigan now? Huh? Is it still summer or winter starting to kick in? EM, manners and respect, darling. Bless up, bless up. Mr. Keith Salmon. Is it salmon or salmon? I heard Jamaican Carlos asking about the pronunciation of your name this morning. I will say Keith Salmon because I knew a family of salmon, and that's how they pronounce salmon. Thanks for joining, honey. We got Rose. What's happening, Rose? Thanks for joining, darling. I appreciate you. Hello, Miss Joan Allen. A pleasant afternoon to you too, darling. I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much for being here. All of my subscribers, new and old, and I put the word old in quotes because yeah, I'm just out here just a little bit ago. I'm still in the incubator stage. I'm trying to work my way up into the bassinet. Come out of the incubator and go into the bassinet stage. And I appreciate all of you joining me on this journey and helping me to grow. Now, my darlings, we're going back to the next missing child. A 15-year-old. No, we're not going to the 15-year-old yet. We're going to the 5 girls that were wards of the state. 5 girls that were wards of the state. See the one there? That would be Kadeen Newman. She's 17. Kinsina, I'm going to say Kinsina, and I hope that's how she pronounces her name. I hate to butcher somebody's name, just like how I hate how mine is butchered all the time, but me not hold it against nobody. Her name is Kinsina Wonder. She's 15. And the next one, Lord Jesus, Rihanna Berlin, 17. And the final one we have is Ciara Jackson, who is 17. All these girls were wards of the state. They went missing from the Summerfield Child Care Facility in Rose Hill District, Summerfield, Clarendon, June 10th. These girls, they were last seen at the facility at 1:10 in the morning on July 10th. Where are these girls? You know, and what really made this worse than the other missing children, in my opinion anyway, is they were in state custody. They should be under heavy security. Where was a flipping security for the facility? Who dropped asleep on the job? Who dropped asleep on the job while they were able to go missing at that time of morning? Under the cover of darkness. I want to know, is there security surveillance cameras on the premises? Was any of that, if there was security cameras, anybody look at any security video to see, did they leave all together? Did they leave one at a time? What is the time lapse between the first one leaving and the second one leaving and the third and so on? What was the time lapse? Because the article says that the JCF article says they were last seen at 1:10 in the morning. So was that the final bed check for these girls? And then know the schedule of the security. So they made sure they were seen at 1:10 in the morning, and then security gone. If everybody checked in and found them, what security do? Go to them quarters and go lie down sleep? Instead of walking the premises and making sure so nobody's trying to sneak out? Who dropped the ball? Who dropped the ball on this one? Just security cameras should have been checked to see if them leave, when they leave, how they leave, did they walk? Because again, all these girls, the description of these girls, everybody in a slippers. Slippers. Again, I'm noticing the trend. All these kids that go missing, everybody are wear slippers. Did somebody come and pick them up? Was there a vehicle? Was there a motorcycle or motorcycles? And if there were motorcycles, how come nobody not hear them? How come nobody not hear them leaving the facility? Was there a vehicle that came and got all of them at once? Were there several vehicles that came and got them at separate times? Where? What happened? Who is going to be held accountable for these girls now? Like I said, they were wards of the state. They were supposed to be in protective custody. They are wards of the state for whatever reason they were taken away from their parents. It obviously was a bad situation for them to leave their homes and be wards of the state. Did their parents die? Did their parents do something to them? Did somebody in the family? And why did they end up in state care? That is neither here nor there right now. The main question is, where did they? How did they leave? By what mode of transportation did they leave the facility? And how come security never see them a left? Why? Because security sit down in a for them quarters or in a then chair and a little boot asleep, a catch a snooze. Was security involved in their missing girls? Was security involved in their disappearance? All these questions we need to know. Girls have been missing since July 10th and they have not been heard of since. Not been heard of since. Mister, look at their ages, 15 and 17-year-olds. You know, one would think that they are the perfect age for organ harvesting or trafficking. Sell the people and picnic to some dirty jankro as sex slave or house slave or whatever, or as a organ harvesting, person, child. We need to find these girls. We need to find them. And heads should roll. Heads should flip and roll from the top to the bottom. That this happened on whoever was on duty. Heads should roll that this happened on their watch. No excuse under the sun could be given or acceptable for the fact that 5 girls went missing one time from the facility. How government going to explain that? How the authorities are going to explain that? How are the powers that be, who people in charge at the facility, how them going to explain that? There is no excuse, absolute excuse I would accept, because the kids that are in state custody are supposed to be in a secure facility, meaning security marching up and down the whole damn facility all hours of the night. Them need to walk the premises. And it's not just one person them should have neither. It should be multiple security personnel on the premises to make sure these kids are safe. Jesus have mercy. Boy, may I tell you, nope. I seriously doubt that these girls left under their own volition without just wanting to leave. I can almost guarantee that they were spoken to and talked to and made big promise of whatever. That's why the 5 of them left. So it was documented that they were last seen at 1:10 a.m. on July 10th. That's just a cover to say, yes, we checked. We did a bed check and they were in bed. We made sure it was them. Yeah, and then what? And then what? You did a bed check. You did a final bed check at 1:10. Who is to say them not get up and running on what was drilled in their head and big promises of whatever. As soon as they got their bed checked, then they say, okay, all right, time to move. And they're going to meet somebody outside of the gate, outside of the gate of the facility. Where the hell was security? You want to tell me, say, listen, I strongly believe security had something to do with the disappearance. Security had something to do with it. Because you can tell me as a security officer, you have it on the books that you did a bed check, a final bed check at 1:10 in the morning, and you saw them and they were there. And at the light, by the time daylight, they're gone, nowhere to be found. Nobody no see them, nobody no know nothing. Mr. Security man or woman, tell somebody else that BS that don't know better. I strongly believe security had something to do with it. And could also be the person in charge of the facility. Them have something to do with it too, because everybody got to nyama food. And for all we know, they sold these girls off to traffickers and organ harvesters. And whoever's in charge, security and otherwise, get for them like a cut. While people picnic gone to the unknown and nobody know where they are or what's happening to them, if them dead or alive. Wickedness their world, man. Mighty God. Miss say, you think that bad? You think this situation with the 5 girls gone missing from the facility in Clarendon bad? Look here. Oh, Jesus. See the next heartbreak here. See the next heartbreak here. Grand Gala, Grand Gala, Grand Gala. Somebody call up Ballad Babsy to the front of the lecture hall here, please. Because she have to come answer some question here. She have to come answer some question here. Yeah, Carlos? Yep. No press conference on that. Nope. No press conference on none of them so far. None. These 3 girls you see here on your screen, they went to the Grand Gala to perform. They went to the damn stinking Grand Gala at National Stadium to perform. And they have been missing ever since. From August 6th. Today's August 15th. They have been missing without a trace, and nobody no hear from them or see them. Now, Miss Babsy Grange, Miss Ministress of Gender, Culture, Sports, blah, blah, freaking blah. Where the people picking them there? Where the people picking them there? This happened on your watch, ma'am. This happened on your watch. I want to know, first of all, how did these kids get to the Grand Gala? Was it like a school event? You have field trips and your school was invited to perform and practice up and practice up and practice up, and then the whole group that is goes and do the performance. How did they get to the the stadium, the Grand Gala at the stadium? These are school children. They look like they're probably the oldest, maybe 13, maybe. They had to have gone as a school trip to perform at the Grand Gala. How did they get there? I am sure they got there by bus. And how many chaperones were on the bus? How many students were on the bus? How many chaperones were on the bus? When the people picking them a come on the bus, are supposed to have roster with their name on it. Check off their name so then come. So at the end of the day, when you're going over the roster to see who all was there, if one child didn't come on the bus, their name was not checked off and it was highlighted, they were not on the bus. The picking them come on the bus, on to check them in, then go off the bus, on to check them off as they're leaving the bus to go wherever to the staging area to go perform. When they done perform, they are supposed to be corralled again in a group And if they're going to stay for watch performance, their group is sitting at a specific spot. And the chaperones are there chaperoning. When time come for them garden yard, then go back, then again in the group setting, go back on the bus, one chaperone at the bus step, check off name on the bus. Check off name on the bus. Anybody that don't come back on the bus, their name is not checked off. That bus not leaving. Well, at least in my experience, that bus not leaving until those children are found, because they're in unfamiliar territory. I don't know where they came from, how far away they came from to come to the national stadium, and how far away their house is. It don't matter if them house was round the corner from the stadium. They went on a bus, they go back to school on a bus, and parents come pick them up. Where the hell the people them pick me there? Where in there? So me want to talk to Miss Barlett Babsy here now, Miss Ma'am. Miss Minister of Culture, Gender, Sports, and blah, 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 blah. Like I said, this happened under your watch. Under your portfolio, Miss Ma'am. Grand Gala is your baby, remember? Have you so much as tried to reach out to the families and the parents of these girls? Have you even so much as thought about them? Since your Grand Gala, you were too busy to throw a leg out there and a party to even consider them, I am sure. Me say, Babsy, the people picking them have been missing now for what? 10 days? 10 days. Where them there? Where them there? See the children them here? Janelle, Christina, and Jodianne. Disappear like smoke. And nobody don't know where they're there, and nobody has heard from them since their performance at Grand Gala. Miss Obia walking woman, you want go your Obia man go see if you can see where the people in picnic there? You want go see if you can find your Obia man to tell you, looking at him cloud and in smoke to tell you where the people at the Grand Gala. Miss Babsy Grange, your ass should be the first one up there. Next, they couldn't come fast enough. You don't write your legislation already. For the investigation of finding these girls, and when you find who take the people and picnic them or carry them go away, lace up their ass and drag them backside in court and make sure say the rule of law is stern and strong to punish anybody what thief a people picnic. You have to have laws out there to protect the children. Under the right law to protect no crooked backside. All of man and woman alike. Everybody a right law to protect them backside. But you can't protect the children. You can't protect the future of the country. You think say you go and live till God come? 3/4 in a parliament, they only have 1 foot on a banana peel and 1 in the grave. Move up on yourself. Make room for younger, fresher minds to come take over the mantle and run the country properly and not continue to run it in the ground. This is madness. Mr. The girls went to the Grand Gala. I am going to assume as part of a school trip to perform at the Grand Gala, and the people in picnic come up missing and nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let me tell you something. This, wanna hear me say it all the time. Wanna hear me say it all the time. Couldn't have been none of mine. Couldn't have been no kin to me because of pure ashes left. Pure ashes when me done. Because I'm mad like that. Me crazy like that. Somebody when come tell me one time, say me crazy like say me I walk around with a bag of weed on top of my head. Oh yes. As long as you know that. As long as you know that, we're good. Jesus have mercy. Let me bless up some more people. Anthony Tharp, thank you for joining, honey. Thank you for joining. You're right. No one wants to take responsibility. Multiple levels of liability by several persons, including the school, because they're shown in school uniforms, the planners, and the producers. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Miss say, how did these kids get to the Grand Gala? It had to be a part of a school organization or a school event. The school was invited to come to the Grand Gala to perform, the students to perform. There had to be a bus with a roster of all the names of the students that are going. And when them coming on the bus one, them name is already on the list because I am sure they had sent out permission slips if that's how they do it, which they should, to parents to give approval for the children to go on this bus trip to the Grand Gala. What parent would not want their child to participate in something as historic as that? What parent? So there had to be a list of all the students. Bus did if carry them go, bus did if carry them come back to school. One chaperone in the bus, one chaperone at the bus upon the step. What's your name? John Doe. John Doe, check. But John Doe go up the bus step, go in the bus, chaperone on the bus, whether them have assigned seats or not, chaperone bus say, okay, you sit there. Next one come, Mary Jane. Okay, Mary Jane. Check off Mary Jane. Mary Jane gone in the bus. Chaperone in the bus. So Mary Jane, do you prefer window seat, aisle seat, back, or whatever? We can't have everybody sitting in the back of the bus. Mary Jane get her seat. Here comes Betty Boop. Betty Boop get checked in, sent on the bus. Everybody on the list had their names checked off, and they all went on the bus to the stadium. After performance, if the students are going to stay to enjoy more performance, them in a group by themselves, when they school, they're in their school group, in a section, sit down, everybody sit down, chaperone, sit down, and they watch the picnic them as them watching the performances. When everything done, children go back to the bus in the group with the chaperones. Chaperones checking off. Then they did one check in blue pen when all the kids come on the bus to leave to go to the stadium. When they're going back home, every child's name should be checked off with a red pen to show say them come back on the bus. You have the list and you see three picnic name not check off with red pen, and you don't start a whole race of trying to find these children. If they were sitting in a group with their colleagues, their peers in the stadium to watch performance after them done, and they're leaving in the group, chaperone, one in the front, one in the back, one leading the way, one having the backup to come make sure everybody's staying at the group. What? How in the hell you leave the stadium with the bus with the children and three picnic missing? And only just it's like, oh, they're missing. Oh, it's okay. No, star. No. We can't do that, sir. Can't do that. And Miss Grand Gala don't even open her mouth and say Pem. But the people in Pitney were missing. Not even say Pem. That not right. Again, mothers of these three girls, sleepless nights. Long days of anguish, depression, sadness, because them child missing and nobody know where then they and nobody not saying anything. Again, police come and take their report. Oh, 3 missing girls. Okay, all right. Next thing you know, announcement come out. Anybody know of the whereabouts of these children? Please call blah blah blah. Or not supposed to have police detective detect and go look for the people and picnic. And if you're not find them and know who they know somebody take them, lock up them backside and squeeze them ass until them tell where the people them picnic them. Dead or alive at this point, dead or alive. At least if they're not coming back home, the parents know so they're not coming back home and then can prepare and have closure. Have your child gone missing for months, weeks, years on end, and you don't know? How the hell can anybody live like that and don't get sick and eventually die themselves? How? Oh my God. I tell us, man, G's and P's. The next missing girl, 15-year-old. 15-year-old from, where she come from? St. Catherine. See the Loop News headline there? 15-year-old girl from St. Catherine gone missing in St. Andrew. Gone missing in St. Andrew. And this from Loop News, as you can see. An Ananda alert has been activated for 15-year-old Haley Williams of Collins Crescent, Windsor Heights in St. Catherine. She's been missing since August 8th. Haley was last seen along Olympic Way in St. Andrew about 4:30 p.m. wearing a blue jeans dress and what? Red, white, and blue slippers. Slippers. Miss say. Lord God. Where is Haley? Anybody? Everybody? Where is Haley Williams? Who took this child? Who took Haley Williams? 15-year-old Haley Williams. Again, age 15. Age 15. Ripe age for organ harvesting and trafficking, because sell people picnic into a life of misery. Into a life of misery. Miss say, who take Haley Williams? She was walking on the street and somebody snatched her up. Who took her? Her parents want her back. All of the missing children, parents want them picnic back. Another parent or parents, sleepless nights and days filled with anguish because they don't know where them picnic. I want to know, is Haley Williams or all of the other missing children, are they on the island? Are they in Jamaica? Are they in Jamaica? And if they are, they must be tied up somewhere, waiting to get to put in a container to leave the island for trafficking, organ harvesting to parts unknown. Where are these people's children? Why aren't we as a society just walking and going on, oh, another missing child, oh, another missing child, until it hits your damn doorstep? All of a sudden, everybody want police and everybody to get involved and don't stop until you find me picnic. We all need to go out there and make noise, loud noise for children that go missing, especially when it seems like police just come take report and that's it, and put the report in one old record rusty file drawer. And then next thing you know, people start asking questions. If anybody knows the whereabouts of, please call police or call Crime Stop or call emergency 119. Oh, no, have police detective because detect. Once upon a time, not long ago, it was all the criminal them. When police come, all the criminal got away in nearby freaking bushes. Them now get away in nearby bushes anymore because them have airport and seaport what don't belong to Jamaica. Because the licky government sell them out to foreigners. So them have airport and seaport where they can wrangle up, wrap up, tie up people picnic, put in a container and ship them out of the country, off the island. And nobody would be the wiser because who checking the owners of the airport and the seaport? Who checking containers what them have coming in and going out? Mostly going out. We know what them have coming in. We know what them have coming in the country. Whole heap of white powder, whole heap of pie. But who checking the containers going out to see how much people picnic up on there? Eh? Who doing it? Not a damn soul. But, like I said, I am calling again on all of our women in Parliament. How long must we wait before we see or hear one of you come out and speak on behalf of the women, girls, and children in general who are going missing at an astronomical rate? And then I have no heart in our chest. And then I have no heart as mothers. Why, how, wherefore, and because are these children going missing? Are we going to have to wait on you, women of Parliament, who are supposed to be the softer side of everything? Are we going to have to wait until tragedy strikes at your doorstep before anybody think about penning any kind of legislation to protect the women, the girls, and the children? Will whatever kind of legislation you write to put forth to present to the rest of Parliament, will it have any kind of teeth in it? When I say teeth, I mean a law that when you clamp down upon the dirty junker, then what's doing this? Will it put them behind bars after them you find out who they are, what them do to people picnic, where they send them go, what they do to them? Will the law that you eventually, hopefully, will write clamp down upon them, severely punish these damn wicked demons that take people, children, and do God know what to them and with them? Will the laws that you will eventually write have any kind of teeth to it? Because this can't continue. This can't continue. I'm asking again, ladies of Parliament, don't you have mothers? You have to have a mother or else you wouldn't be here. And is your mother still here? Do you have children? Do you have daughters? Do you have sons? Do you have sons and daughters? Do you have grandchildren? Do you have nieces? Do you have sisters? What if this happened to any relative of yours? Would you still stay so silent? Would you still stay so silent? It like I said, it boggles the mind. I mean, when these things happen, what goes through your mind? What goes through your mind? Does the thought of a 2-year-old baby gone missing out of the front yard of them house, does it stir any kind of feeling in you? It has to. It absolutely have to. If you have any kind of conscience, any kind of feeling, any kind of brain, it have to stir some form of negative feeling in you. Because I can't believe say all I want to sit down up there and make the bull cow man them a muzzle on them. Can't happen. This is a reason to break the cycle of silence. But I tell you one thing, I bet you, if any one of you is running for re-election and thinks, say, you're going to take up the plight of missing women, girls, and children, if you think say that would help on a win on a campaign and win on a re-election, Uno would have write all sort of legislation, this and legislation that. To come and tell people how Uno doing, and gonna do, and gonna do, and gonna do. What you gonna do for this one and what you gonna do. And find every Christ Almighty mother on the island who has a child that's missing. Come with a mouthful of lie and promises and promises and promises. How we're going to do everything possible, leave no stone unturned to find your missing child. On a vice box will grow back so quick and fast. Become beg vote. With a mouthful of promises, like I said. How we're not gonna do this and how we're not gonna do that. On behalf of women and to save women and children. Look here. I'm gonna do it first. Do it first. Write the legislature. Get the laws on the books. Strong law to protect women, girls, and children. Work that law to show that you mean what you say. I want to go and find the perpetrators of these missing people, women, girls, and children. I want to go and punish them to the fullest extent of the law. And I don't mean go in front of a judge and the damn perpetrator say, yes, judge, I took this girl away and I took her money for her, and I sold her to so and so. And I feel picnic for sale. But you're gonna sell smarty picnic. And judge say, oh well, since you admit it, slap on the wrist for you. Probation. 1 year, 2 year, 5 years in prison. Not a thought of that. Not a thought of that. I'm talking, depending on the heinousness of what they did. 30 years minimum. And as far as 100 years, which means life. Which means life. And especially if the people, the women or the girls or the children in general, if they're dead, you not see the light of day again. You not seeing the light of day. And any female in parliament who is looking for re-election, don't come to me, come tell me you're gonna, and you will, and you will, and you will. Don't come to me with that. Come and tell me, say, look here, I wrote this law. I got it put on the books. And in following with said law, we looked, we found, we searched, and we found who was responsible for Mary Jane Sue gone missing. And we know said the Jankro did this to Mary, did this to Jane, and did this to Sue. And them in prison now, never to come out to do it to somebody else's child again. Come like that, and you might get a response and a positive response in reference to getting my vote. Don't come to me and tell me what you're going to do, what you're going to do, what you're going to do. Come to me and tell me, say, what you did, and this is how it has been working to get my vote. So I have to say to the Lord Jesus, family, thank you so very much. You are so very much for being here with me. I do appreciate y'all so very much. Yvonne Bradford, thank you, darling. So then women is up class, uptown kerosene. Yeah. Well, karma, you know, karma. Karma is out there and it can happen to anybody. Karma is not discriminatory. Can happen to anybody. Sonia Foster, thank you, darling. Thank you for joining me. Yes, heart of stone them seem to have is right. Don't care if it don't affect them personally, then a business. Them no business. All them don't know if it don't come in, come sit down in a parliament and come look pretty like beauty queen. The beauty queens decide to come and sit in parliament and cross their legs and home and home and home and don't do a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Well, them have me pan them heels now, you know. Them have me pan them heels. And me I start call name. I am going to start calling out names because I am finding all of the missing people that are on record and what constituency they come from and who is over that constituency. I may call name, me go call name to find out what am I do. What have you done? When will you do something about the high rate of the missing? What will you do? When will you do? When will you start? Because somebody have to be held accountable. They have to be held accountable. Noreen Dennison, darling, thank you so very much for joining. I do appreciate you very much. Ray F1, bless you, darling. Thanks for joining. Mr. Errol Brown, we have to raise the alarm, huh? We have to raise the alarm. JC, U.S. State Department says some JCF officers are into human trafficking. I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it for a second. Would not doubt it. Accountability seems to be a scarce resource in Jamaica. Oh, Jason, you said a mouthful right there, my friend. You said a mouthful. Yvonne Riley, a lot more press conferences need to be done. Look here, this press conference that this all crooked man come out, Mr. Prime Minister of Mr. Minister of everything, when come out, come talk about the Cherry Hill tragedy. Look here, word salad, word freaking salad. Whole lip service is what people are getting. Him come out talk about $25 million reward for anyone leading to to catch the crooks. But then when you read further in and listen to him further, the $25 million is broken down into different numbers and different amounts. All of that right there, so you see, all of that is just lip service. I throw him a throw can to catch foul. Him want people to run come now, they hear some money I give away. And want come, them run come to come tell him what they know and what they don't know. And what I'm going to turn around and do is go right to the people them, the police them, the dirty junk or police them up on payroll. Tell them who said what. And next thing you know, whoever come give information to get money, gone. Dirt, 3 points, disappear. And not around to enjoy the millions that they were supposedly told about. That's just calling him a chokan to catch foul. I wouldn't listen to that man or go near him or any authorities for nothing. You have big tracking Pegasus system, Mr. Freaking Conjure. Why you don't go track the criminal then? Why you don't go and track? Your system is so good and so perfect and so well. Works so well. Why you don't go track down the criminal then? Track down the criminal then. That's your system. Your Pegasus should be able to do that. Your Pegasus system should be able to track down all these criminals. Why you out there track down young people, poor people, picnic, who have cell phone and have free speech and is vlogging and blogging their opinions. And you attract them down and talk about them as spread lie and propaganda and another political party put them up to it. Sir, don't make me tell you where to go. And the moped one who you have out there, they come run up behind you. You lie, she swear to it. And then I come try convince people, say you never said you, and nobody is tracking nobody. After you come out of your big frowsy cobweb mouth conjure and say who you attract people. She come, Miss Moped, come round the corner. Oh no, we're not tracking anybody. No, no, no. We have to speak, and everything has to be rounded and grounded and wrapped up in the truth. Well, lady, you need to start speaking the truth. You need to start speaking the truth. Apparently, you took a whole lot of bad lessons from your predecessor. And here you come, dirtying up your name for that con man, that three-card Monty. Anyway, my darlings, family and friends, thank you so very much for joining me on my rant today. I do appreciate you all so very much. Please like up the live. Share the live if you think somebody should hear this. Share the live. And please, if you have not yet, subscribe to my channel. And for all of you that have subscribed, I appreciate you so very, very much. You are appreciated. Again, my family, me say, me love when I like sweet potato pudding. And until the next time where we meet up here to make noise again, wanna walk good. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Thank you all so very much for joining. I do appreciate you so very much. Wanna walk good. Thank you. Have a great evening. Oh, I think producer Wayne is coming up later on, maybe in about an hour. If he didn't go get too much vitamin D and eat too much mango. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for joining. Have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful evening. Till next time.